going on, guys? Hope everyone had an amazing weekend. Didn't have too much fun though, right? Didn't get into any political fights with the family. But all things aside, I had a great weekend. Actually had a wonderful weekend. And we're back in town now. A lot of stuff's happened. A lot of craziness. We had our TCG player sale, a little cyber sale over the weekend. Elon Musk is buying Hasbro. Not really. So let's kind of catch up on things. We're gonna talk about Magic, Pokemon, Sorcery, Flesh and Blood. But yeah, so we'll start with Magic though, right? Because I know that's what you're all here for. So over the weekend, we saw some collector boxes do quite well over this TCG player sale. We're starting to see some more boxes kind of break that 300, 350. Me personally, still not a big collector. You guys know I have like 2 collector boxes just for the jokes. And it's a Neon Dynasty Kamigawa and a Bloomborough. And I got them both for I know I got the Kamigawa one for 180, and I want to say the Bloomborough was probably 195. So they're both around 250. I think they obviously printed way too much of the Kamigawa if it's still at 250. Also, there's no serialized cards. I think Kamigawa was a good set though. That's why I got the collector box. It was basically in this bundle. I got a bunch of draft and set Kamigawa boxes for $99, $100 a box. And there was one collector's box I could get with it for a 180, so I just did it for why not? So if you're, this is what I'll tell you. The time to buy collector's products was about a year ago. In the pretty much exactly a year ago, around November. That was the time to buy. And if you were buying all those cheap collector boxes that got down to 110, 120, even the ones that got down into the 150s, 180s, a lot of those have recovered quite well. Now, again, you know me personally. I've done the videos. You can go look at it. I personally think that it's still a better idea to put your money into Pokemon booster boxes in the long term. However, there's obviously collector boxes of Magic that have out-proceeded the norms. But if you actually go and you do the math, it's still not that crazy from Pokemon booster boxes. Just go look at Surging Spark, right? And some the old Sun and Moon stuff and what it's at now and Black and White. It blows collector boxes out of the water. And also with that statement said, there's pretty much, I've now come to the conclusion, and someone tell me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure I'm pretty solid in this thought, that regular Magic the Gathering booster boxes, and what do I mean by that? Play, draft, set, they're not investable. You should not be investing in non-collector's edition Magic products. Standard booster boxes, they're dead. Don't invest in them. Just don't. You literally do not do it. You will regret it. You will not make any money. And if you do make any money, it'll take you 20, 30 years, if that, to make any money. Serious money, in my opinion. Go look at the video that I'm not that heavily invested into Magic, so I don't want people thinking that I'm ranting because I really don't care. I think it's interesting looking at it as someone who's an outsider, right? Someone who came into this and basically held Pokemon and Magic with the same weight and just looked strictly at the numbers of what they were doing. How badly Magic and what I've just watched over the years, I came into Magic right as Magic 30 was happening, right? Again, I don't want to come off as someone who's they're right. I'm not gonna come off some guy who's holding all these bags. I haven't lost any money because of Wizards, right? I made money because I bought in during the crash of Magic 30, right? But they're idiots. They're morons. They're destroying their company. They're destroying their brand. And I know people who just play the game. They don't care. But this is someone as an outsider who wants to play. they killed Standard. I want there to be big Standard tournaments. I love Standard. You can't tell me you like you can't go into like a Magic place or like a card shop and actually like get a game of Standard going easily. It's always gonna be Commander or something, right? They lost to the mob. The woke mob, whatever you want to call it, right? Like Elon needs to come in, kick all these blue-haired people out. They're just being morons, Timmys. They're self-cannibalizing themselves. I want nothing to do with that company. Not that I think like, I don't think that companies are great and that you should idolize companies to begin with, right? That's the whole part. If you're like, oh, Wizards, the community, right? The community, bull. It's all bull. It's only about, it's about money. I remember like having to like tell this about like when I was training people, and yes, you have to like I was training other managers, and there was this one who was just like all about the, oh, but I want to build, and he was just and I was just like, bro, I had to give it, bro, it's about this. It's about this. It's about money. Everything's about money. And if you want to say, oh, well, to me, it's not about the money, well, then you're just another sucker that we take advantage of, because everything's about money. And if like you don't get that, then like that's why you don't succeed in life, because you don't understand that everything is about money. When it comes to corporations, right? You don't need to live your life as if everything has to do with money. But when you are looking at the objective, like through the objective lens of a company, the first thing you should think of is this is purely being thought of from a monetary standpoint, okay? Like, and if you can't like process that, then there's really just no moving forward with any of this, right? Like, we've lost you there. Sorry, slight tangent, but I can't stand people who, oh, to me, it's not about the money. It's like, okay, well then you're just not in reality. You're not playing with the big boys. You're not, just go sit back down at the kids' table. Pokemon. Not bad, Pokemon. Not bad. Surging Sparks, over 200 a box now. If you don't have any, maybe buy like a few boxes just to have some, but I wouldn't buy it at this point. Temporal Forces, up to like 130. Not bad, not bad. Trying to think what else was... telling you guys that Japanese. Look at Japanese, guys. I think it's the thing to buy right now. The fact that boxes are pretty much the same price as they would cost you in Japan, like, but these guys gotta be making no money. The margin lines on these boxes has to be like 10 cents a box. Like, they gotta be making nothing. Unless like even if they're getting a box from distributors in Japan for $20-$30 with all the shipping, the online, there's no way they're making money. There's no way. So I'd be interested. Someone who like sells Japanese product, let me know, like, wait, what are your margin product? Like, what's your margin lines and all that? I'm very interested. So yeah, MTG, collectors only. Don't invest in singles. Don't invest in regular booster boxes. Pokemon, sealed products doing well. So okay, you want to know what you should buy? Pokemon. You can still get up to 4 booster boxes on the Pokemon Center website of Silver Tempest 143. You should probably buy those. I wouldn't be buying Surging Sparks. If you don't have any, for some reason, if you still don't have any, just get a few boxes at 200, but you're an idiot. Okay, if you've made it this long through my rant, so I went on like a real tangent there, but that's what this channel's for, right? I can't stand most of you. Some of you I like. Sorcery. I think there's a good... if you want to start selling singles, I'd go buy a case of Sorcery. You can get a case of Sorcery for like $570, $560. That's less than $100 a box. It's like $80, $90 a box. Go do that. You can get good singles. Like, if you're buying it by the case, that's personally what I would do. If I was just now starting a card business, I would go buy a case of Arthurian Legends, and I would sell singles of that. And then I would go buy a case... oh, here's another one. Flesh and Blood, Bright Lights. Terrible set, but you can get a case for like $240, $250. Guarantee you can crack that and probably make money. I'd buy a couple cases, but you should be able to start a singles business. Like, honestly, go buy some cases of Brighter Lights and Arthurian Legends, and you can start a singles business. There you go. Flesh and Blood, I would have liked to seen a little bit more movement during the TCG player sale, but it's on the edge. It's like Flesh and Blood is just teetering on the edge of just like, well, it's not really gonna drop. It's just like skyrocketing. It feels like we're on that verge of greatness, where it could either explode into something, or it's, you know what I mean? It's like, it feels like these next few years, this will be deciding if Flesh and Blood is here for another 10, 20 years, or if it's here for like another 5 years. But everything I'm seeing right now, I think Flesh and Blood is just, it's a slow burner. I think it's great for selling singles. The gameplay is amazing. They made some mistakes. They've corrected those mistakes. I don't fully agree with James White. Okay, I gotta be honest, James. The pop in the collar thing, I can't stand it, brother. I think it's because I worked with a guy who popped his collar and he looked like a moron. And so anytime I see people like popping their collars, I'm just like, bro, this isn't like the 80s. And come on, bro. This isn't like 2001 with like this sweater. Come on, James. Come on, brother. Maybe it's a New Zealand thing. Speaking of New Zealand, PoE2 this Friday. That's really it, guys. I just wanted to go on a tangent. If you've made it through this, I'm telling you guys, 2025. It's going to be a crazy year, guys. I'm super excited. There's so much room for opportunity and plays. Leave me comments. I'll even make a video. If there's something you want me to make a video about, and I think it's like I have enough to say about it, leave a comment and I will make a video about it. Other than that, have an amazing week, guys, and we'll see you around.